Alright, it is Tuesday, February 19, 2019 at 11:55 a.m. Let's take a look at the weather. Alright, Winter Storm Petra to spread its massive snow and ice from the southwest to the Midwest and the northeast through midweek. At a glance, Winter Storm Petra is currently bringing snow to the southern Rockies and central high plains. Petra will bring widespread snow and ice to the Midwest and parts of the East Tuesday through Thursday. Poor travel conditions will be the main impact for Petra in many cities. Winter storm warnings include Minneapolis, Des Moines, Iowa, Omaha, Nebraska, Washington, D.C., and Baltimore. Winter Storm Petra will bring a mess of snow and ice toward parts of the plains and Midwest through Tuesday night after taking aim at the east on Wednesday, potentially snarling commutes in many cities along its path. Petra is currently dumping snow in the southern Rockies and central plains, including New Mexico and Colorado. A band of snow moving through New Mexico could impact travel along parts of the Interstate 25 and Interstate 40 corridors on Tuesday, including Albuquerque. Up to 2 inches of snow have been reported in the northeast Albuquerque as of early Tuesday. Snow and ice will become more widespread in portions of central and southern plains as the day progresses. Winter storm warnings and winter storm watches and winter weather advisories have been issued by the National Weather Service for a large area stretching from the southern Rockies to the central and southern plains, upper Midwest, Ohio Valley, and central southern Appalachians and mid-Atlantic. Albuquerque, New Mexico, Omaha, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa, Minneapolis, Washington, D.C., and Baltimore are among the cities included in the winter storm warnings. Tuesday night, snow is expected during the day from New Mexico and Colorado in the Texas Panhandle, western and central Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, and possibly parts of Missouri and Iowa. A narrow zone of freezing rain and sleet could slicken roads from the west central Texas into central Oklahoma, southern Missouri, and northwestern Arkansas. Snow will expand farther north and eastward into the upper Midwest and Great Lakes Tuesday night. A mix of snow and sleet and freezing rain may expand from central Missouri into the Ohio Valley. Snow or ice may also develop in the mid-Atlantic and southern Appalachians overnight. Wednesday to Wednesday night, snow will pivot across the upper Midwest and parts of the northern Great Lakes, impacting travels in Des Moines, Iowa, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Milwaukee. A mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain is likely to impact travel from the southern Great Lakes to the mid-Atlantic and parts of the Northeast. The Washington, D.C., Baltimore, and Philadelphia metros will be accumulating snow, possibly heavy in the morning before transitioning to a mix of sleet, freezing rain, and their plains rather later in the evening. They will make the morning and afternoon commute in those cities hazardous. New York City could see a couple of inches of snow Wednesday afternoon before changing to rain Wednesday night. This snow may impact the afternoon commute in the tri-state area. The mess of snow and ice will spread across New England Wednesday night, including Boston, where initial burst of snow is likely to transition into rain. Thursday, snow and ice may linger in northern New England and northern New York. Snow and ice forecast. Most locations in the plains and Midwest will pick up less than 6 inches of snow from Winter Storm Petra. The great chance of 6+ inches of snow totals in part of the upper Midwest, including the eastern Nebraska to Iowa and southern and central Minnesota in the east. The greatest chance for half a foot of more snow is in the central Appalachians, from south central Pennsylvania to eastern West Virginia and northern Virginia. Portions of northern New England could also see heavier totals near 6 inches. The Washington, D.C. and Baltimore metro areas could see 3 to 6 inches of snow. Snow totals in those cities will depend on how quickly the transportation to sleet and freezing rain occur. A quicker transition will result in snow totals on the lower end of the range, and faster transition will result in snow totals on the higher end of the range. At least light icing is possible from parts of central Oklahoma to the Ozarks, mid-Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley, Appalachians, the Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast, and most areas. This ice will be an impact for travelers or untreated roads. Some heavier amounts of ice could impact the central Appalachians, causing tree damage and scattered power outages. This includes an area from western North Carolina to western Virginia, and eastern West Virginia to northwestern Maryland and south central Pennsylvania. Petra moved into the west on Sunday and brought additional heavy snow to California's Sierra Nevada, snarling travel here. Snow fell in parts of the Las Vegas metro area last Sunday night. The snow forced a closure of Interstate 15 Monday morning from the south end of Las Vegas Valley to the California border. Petra brought 14.5 inches of snow to Flagstaff, Arizona Sunday into Monday. Alright, so that's pretty much the overlook of all the snow and rain that Petra is going to be bringing from the west coast to the east. Now let's take a look at the 120 hours of snow accumulation. So in the next 120 hours, this is where the snow is going to be accumulated. Alright, now let's look at the National Weather Service. In parts of central Alabama, there's flash flood warnings for central Alabama, western Tennessee, eastern Arkansas, and northern Mississippi. For Arkansas, for middle Tennessee, for southern Illinois, Indiana, southeastern Missouri, and western Kentucky. This whole area has flash flood watch. There is winter weather advisory for southeastern Kansas, central Oklahoma, central Nebraska, eastern Iowa, and northeastern Illinois, east central Wisconsin, central Indiana, southeastern Ohio, northern Kentucky, West Virginia, and parts of central North Carolina. There's also winter weather advisories for southeastern Idaho and eastern Oregon, and northern California. There's winter storm warnings for eastern Washington and northern Idaho, for northern and central New Mexico, for central Iowa, and for western Virginia and North Carolina. There is winter storm watch for northern Arizona, northeastern Nevada, southeastern California, and Las Vegas area. Alright, now let's take a look at the full screen radar. Right now there's rain going across from Texas all the way to Louisiana, Jackson, Alabama, from Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. There's rain going all across, and there's some snow happening in Tennessee and Knoxville, and some snow happening in Oklahoma City and near El Paso. There's also snow happening in Salt Lake City, and snow and rain happening in Portland and Seattle area. Alright, let's take a look at the temperatures. Pretty much everything is in 40 degrees to -5 degrees and -21 degrees in Montana. So pretty much everything but the south, the Louisiana, Florida, and Georgia areas, those are the only warm areas. The rest of the United States is pretty much going from 50 degrees, 40 degrees, all the way to -21 degrees in Montana. That's cold. Alright, Washington has 38 degrees. California has 40 degrees, 35 degrees, and 45 degrees. Texas has 19 degrees on the west side, and 46 and 51 degrees on the east side. Louisiana has 59 degrees and 38 degrees. Florida has 53, 69, 75, and 82 degrees in the Miami area. 50 degrees for South Carolina. North Carolina has 38 degrees on the western side and 43 and 41 degrees on the eastern side. Virginia has 37 degrees. Massachusetts has 24 degrees. Vermont has 12 degrees. Northern Maine has 6 degrees, and southern Maine has 20 degrees. The middle part of the United States, the upper middle part, Montana, the colder region close to Canada, is pretty much in the negatives. -21 degrees, -5, -9, and -1s. So it's pretty much really cold there. Alright guys, that's it for the weather outlook. Hope you hit like and subscribe. See you next time. God bless.